Now, this is kind of a sub question. The other alternative is, how would you handle someone who is deceiving? Like, let's say you set boundaries and you catch them behind your back. Like, I could think of one where they said, hey, we want our children to wear skirts, our girls to wear skirts, and then the grandparents mail the kids pants for Christmas. So now you got to open up the presents before the kids open them, and then whenever they're getting together, they would show them pictures of their parents in pants or her mom in pants, saying, "See, your mom used to." So how would you handle that versus the innocent family, just that's who they are, versus a maybe more cryptic, sinister, trying to corrupt your family? I think there'd be two different approaches, right?
Yeah. Well, that's when you need to take serious action, when they're trying to undermine you with your kids. And there's a lot of lost people who they don't agree, but they'll be respectful.
Right.
They're concerned about that, and that's how it should be. But when they're undermining behind your back, that's a scary situation. That's when I think you need to do something. And I've known situations like that where parents didn't agree with how or grandparents didn't agree with how their grandkids were being raised, and they would ask the kids, "Hey, do you guys want to watch this movie? Do you want to go and do this?" And that's super wicked. And yeah, you shouldn't let anybody do that to your kids.
Right. Yeah.
So as far as the receiving mail and packages, actually, I look at the mail before it even gets to the children. We'll receive mail from family, and a lot of stuff gets intercepted and discarded because it's not appropriate. It's not how we're training our children, and so therefore it does not belong in our house. And so whenever grandparents or in-laws they want to give those types of things, just say, well, hey, we have standards, and we don't have to go to the children and tell the children, hey, yeah, we just got rid of that. We'll just, I just make sure I'm the first receiver and the first responder of that item, and the children don't have to know. I mean, yes, we guard our children.
Right.
We protect our children from things from the mail packages, and so. So yeah, I'm completely okay with you taking the mail, looking at it. Okay, is it good? Is it bad? And making a decision. So.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, don't try to convince your family why you're doing these things. They're not going to understand. They need to be saved.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need salvation. If you're going to preach anything to them, preach Jesus, preach salvation. But don't sit there and, well, let me show you the Bible why we don't want my girls wearing pants and why we don't. These are just some standards and rules that we want to guide by. Hope you understand, Mom. Hope you understand, Dad. And leave it very light and vague. And if you're going to go deep on the salvation. Try and get them saved. The natural man receiveth not the things of God. They will not understand no matter how many times you explain. And you'll get frustrated trying to explain why you don't want your kids around alcohol, why you don't want them around swear words. Just keep it, hey, this is how we want to raise our kids. I know it's a little different than what you did. We love you folks. We want to be there for the family reunion. Could you hold off on the alcohol for an hour? We'll come in, say hi. We'll slip out. And then you guys don't ask them to completely do away with anything. Let the Holy Spirit do that work on salvation. But it's not your goal to convince your family that your standards are good standards. All right, so that's my thought there.